Hey girls, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm so happy you're here. Today I'm doing snack swaps because I freaking love snacks, but I know how hard it is if you're trying to eat healthier to figure out what snacks are okay and which ones probably should get out of your diet. So these are the top 5 most common junk food snacks, and you probably have at least one of these in your pantry right now. So I'm gonna give you healthier swaps that I honestly believe taste even better, but I haven't tried some of these snacks in over 12 years. So as I go through each one, I'm gonna do a taste test with you and I'll give you my honest opinion about which one I think tastes better. So if you're wanting to eat healthier or lose weight without giving up your favorite snacks and sweets, I literally made this video for you. Sweat the thumbs up. That just means give it a little click. And if you're new to my channel, it would mean so much to me if you'd subscribe. I have new videos every single week sharing my health and fitness journey to help you with yours. So throughout the video, I'm gonna be tallying up some of the key nutritional points for bad snacks and good snacks so you guys can see them. But I do have to just say, I know there's a lot around calling food bad, and while I don't love giving that emotional word to food necessarily, there are just foods that are not good for us. They don't help us feel good, and at the end of the day, they're not adding any nutritional value to our bodies. So for the purpose of this, we're gonna call them bad and good, but you get the point. All right, so the Nestle ice cream sandwich, most classic ice cream sandwich out there. No matter what food I'm looking at that's packaged, the very first thing I always look to is the ingredient list. So that's what you're gonna find right here. One thing that's super cool, most people don't realize, is when you look at an ingredient list, whatever the first ingredient is the most abundant, and then it trickles off down from there. So the first thing in this is dairy product solids. I don't know if you know what that is, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Then you have some skim milk, sugar, wheat flour, corn syrup, and the list goes on and on and on. It's a very long list of ingredients, most of which, I can't even read. The second thing, and something that's super important when I'm looking at a sweet treat in particular, is sugar. So in one ice cream sandwich, this has 15 grams of sugar and 12 grams of added sugar. You only have 2 grams of protein, carbs are 30 grams. I'm less concerned with carbs in a dessert treat like this. Sugar to me is really the key, and protein for sure, and 3.5 grams of fat. So for a sweet treat, fat-wise, calories at 150, not too crazy, but that sugar is very high. Then I found these killer ice cream sandwich bars. They're basically the same size, same serving, but 0 grams of added sugar. So looking at the nutrition on these, I can actually read, and the first ingredient is cream. That's what you want to see in an ice cream, right? Not some type of solid something. Cream, water, and then ingredients I can actually read, including coconut MCT oils. There's some pea protein in here. And that's what I love about this, is there's 0 grams of added sugar and there's 5 grams of protein in each one. Carbs are only 14 grams. So if that's something you're looking to, this is gonna be a better option, but let's taste them and see. All right, I got each bar. This one is the Nestle, this one is a killer. Which one should I do first? Like the healthier one or the crazy one? Let's do the Nestle. Okay, when you don't eat a lot of sugar, this hits you in the face. Oh, it's very sweet. It's kind of lackluster, I don't know. You can kind of see the difference in these two. One looks, the killer looks slightly smaller, but it's also a little bit thicker, so I don't know that it's actually much smaller. Okay, here's what I'll say. This one actually tastes more cocoa-y. I get more of that chocolate in the cookie. It melts in your mouth a little bit, kind of disappears in your mouth, I think because of how they make the filling, versus this one with all the added stuff to make it creamier. But at the end of the day, if I know I'm getting 0 grams of sugar and it still tastes probably almost the same as this one, I would hands down go with the killer. Beloved Goldfish. I used to work a summer camp and we would have the giant Costco tubs of it, and I would sit there and literally eat handful after handful of Goldfish. I love them so much. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. This is not a great snack. This is basically gonna be empty calories. So looking at ingredients, first one is enriched wheat flour. Again, a bunch of stuff I can't read. There is cheddar cheese, that's great. Spices, paprika. So minimal ingredients, not too crazy here. Single serving, 140 calories, 5 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs, because basically this is just carbohydrates. no sugar, and protein. So if I'm going for a cracker or some other type of savory snack, I always check protein first. So again, 3 grams in the single serving of these. But at the end of the day, you're just not getting a lot out of it, and without more protein in it, you're gonna end up being hungry and wanting to eat the entire carton. My swap are these cheddar cheese wisps. I've actually never had just this cheddar straight flavor of them, so we're gonna again try both of them. But I love this because you're still getting that real cheddar crunchy texture that you want in like a Goldfish. But when you look at the ingredients, there's actually only 4 ingredients. So you have cheese, salt, enzymes, and the color. And the color comes from a natural plant, which is pretty cool. So really, really simple. And then as we look at calories, 170, so higher per serving, but again, not my #1 focus. And fat, higher, it's at 14 grams because it's cheese. Protein, 10 grams per serving. That is amazing. That is such a great amount of protein. I always, like, if you can get 10 grams in a snack food especially, it is a winner. And obviously no sugars. So such a great alternative. Let's taste and kind of see, is it really like for like? Do we think it'd be like a good swap? So curious about the Goldfish. That's gonna like take me back. I think what I liked about the Goldfish especially was not just a crunch, but there's that like saltiness, you know, like coating the Goldfish. You know what I mean? I literally don't think I've had these since I did that summer camp. Okay. They're so much drier than I remember. They're really good. I get it. It does taste good. It's that salty, cheesy, but it's addicting, right? You just want to keep shoveling them in. We don't want that. We want something that's gonna fill us up. So let's try these in comparison. Wait. These are so good. I've only had like the Parmesan ones. These cheddar ones are delicious. Okay. Obviously, this is a big, big winner. I love using stuff like this on salads too, but it's a great snack. And you'll eat less because the protein will help fill you up more. So yes, it's higher fat, higher calorie per serving, but you're getting better quality ingredients and you will feel so much better after eating these than these. My third snack is another sweet one. I actually never loved these, but I had so many friends who did, so I'll have to like try it again because again, it's been like forever. And that is Chips Ahoy. So ingredients again, first and foremost, unbleached and enriched flour, not great. A bunch of additives I can't read. They do have some of my sweet chocolate chips, so there's that. The canola oils and the palm oils. When you're eating highly processed foods, they're usually loaded with palm oil, canola oil, sunflower oil. A lot of these oils can be really inflammatory, so if you notice you're breaking out a lot when you're eating junk food, it's probably from the oils. So looking at the ingredients and trying to get rid of those alone can help you lose weight and feel so much better. Then again, with my sweets, I always look at the proteins, the sugars. So calories, 160 and 3 cookies, total fat, 8 grams. It's a cookie, right? Like, of course it's gonna have some fat. This is a treat. It shouldn't be like an everyday thing. Total carbs, 22, fine. Added sugars, 11. So total sugars is 11 and added sugars is 11. So it's all just added sugars in here, 1 gram of protein. So this just tells me with that little protein and that much sugar, I'm gonna eat the 3 cookies, and just like our Goldfish, you're gonna be hungry a few minutes later. But again, you're taking this as a sweet treat. It's a cookie. I just would not choose Chips Ahoy because of all those oils. You're gonna feel like garbage. All right, I found these as a healthier swap. The brand is Partake. They are free of the top 9 allergens, so that's a win, especially if you have kids or you're allergic. Gluten-free, vegan, and they're crunchy. So really is like a like for like swap. It just has a gluten-free flour blend of like buckwheat, oat flour, cassava, like really good clean flours, fair trade cane sugar, non-GMO oil, semi-sweet chocolate chips. So clean, good ingredients here. Really, again, paying attention to what you see and making sure you can read them. This one does have sunflower oil, non-GMO. I'm really less worried about sunflower oil. The canola oils and the palm oils, those are my big red flags. But yeah, very simple, clean ingredients. So same serving size, 3 cookies, 140 calories, 7 grams of fat, 18 carbs, 1 gram of protein. So again, not a ton of protein, but only has 8 grams of sugar. So you're saving a little bit. And when it comes to sugar, every gram you can save matters. But now it's really time to test them on the taste, right? So you're saving a few grams of sugar. You definitely have better ingredients. You know your body's gonna feel better, but you wanna make sure they taste good. I'm trying to think of what it is. Okay, let's try it. You know what it is? It's the fact they like disappear in your mouth. Like they just go so fast. And they also have like a weird, really, really sugary sweet, like really sugary sweet, salty mix that I like don't love at the same time. I don't know. But if you love a chip Ahoy, let's see if this one is like a good equal. Okay, first off, just like a size comparison. So remember the serving size is the same, 3 for $3. The partake are slightly smaller, but they are thicker. So again, I think just kind of like with our ice cream bars, I think they're probably about the same size, just shaped differently. Ooh. Okay, I personally like this better because it's not quite as sweet. It's still sweet, like a cookie, but it doesn't like kick you just as hard. There's a little bit less chocolate chips, which I think helps making it not quite as intense sugar bomb. But it's crunchy, but there's not actually soft in the middle. There's something about it when you bite though where it's super crunchy, but there's like a little bit of a softness that I like. It doesn't just like go into powder, kind of like the Chips Ahoy did. Here's the thing, when you start changing the foods you're eating, your taste buds literally change. I think I love this one so much more because it's not quite as sweet, because my taste has changed. I can't handle that much sugar anymore, but I used to love sweet things. So just know as you start to make those shifts, you'll feel better, but also your taste will start to change. Number 4, the potato chip. These are just Ruffle hearty size bag of the original like Ridge potato chips. Like a classic, right? You dip it. I mean, my mom used to always on holidays make sour cream and onion dip, and we'd have these, and I love them. Like my snack go-to is salty, chip, savory every single time. That is like my weakness. So having good swaps for these is super important for me. So when we look at the ingredients, there's not much to them, right? There's not like a long crazy list you can't read. It's just potatoes, vegetable oil. But here's like I don't understand. This is what drives me crazy, and you should be questioning this. Canola, corn, soybean, and or sunflower oil, and salt. They don't even tell you what kind of oil's in here. They tell you basically 5 different ones that might be in here or some combination. That's not okay. Like that's so messed up. Calories 160. When we're looking at savory, salty, again, I want to look at things like carbs, protein, all of that. Carbs 15 grams, protein 2 grams, 10 grams of fat. Again, we know they're just oily potatoes, so they're going to mostly be fat. We're not necessarily going to find a swap that's going to save a ton of calories, but we're going to find one that's going to make us feel better and hopefully taste better. So I found these Boulder Canyon avocado oil. They're made with avocado oil. It's nice and big there. So I told you on the other potato chips, and when I look at chips in general, looking at the oils is really, really important. Avocado oil and coconut oil are gonna be your best oils to cook these chips in. So try to find chips like that. These are just classic sea salt. They have ridges, potato chips. Cool. Ingredients, potatoes, avocado oil, sea salt. They tell you exactly what they put in it because they actually know and they care. 160 calories, 9 grams of fat, so a little bit less, 16 carbs, 3 grams of protein. Was that more? 1 more gram of protein. Okay, and sticking with the bad one first, we're gonna go with the Ruffle. Oh my gosh, it's so salty. It's so salty. So I normally eat tortilla chips when I'm like snacking on chips now. Like currently, I haven't probably had a potato chip like this in years. Oh my gosh, I can't keep eating it. It's really salty. Can I spit it out? That was gross. That is not what I remember. Ugh. Okay, let's try. So these off the bat, like they actually look better just because they're like kettle cooked. I know they're both real potatoes, but like these ones just look more like real potatoes. They're like thicker and I don't know. I just like the look of them better. Okay, these are actually crunchier in like a great way, I think, because they're kettle cooked, right? And they're not as salty as all. You actually taste the potato more like you want to. Like these just literally tasted like salt. This has salt, right? It has like just enough, but you get that like thick, crunchy potato taste, which if I'm gonna eat them, that's what I want. And number 5 is gonna freaking blow your mind because it's one of those things that people eat all the time thinking it's a healthy snack, and it's not. It most of the time is like pure junk. So I'm gonna show you exactly what to look for to make sure you find a good swap, and that is granola. I know, I know, you think like yogurt, granola, that's such a good healthy snack, I'm trying to eat better. You have to be so careful. And it's not just because obviously it's just carbs, right? But oats are good for you, of course. Sometimes they have nuts, that's good. This one says protein across, like 13 grams of protein, which you know is important to me. But the problem is most granolas are loaded with sugar. So in a serving, it has 270 calories, cool, whatever. It has 40 grams of carbs. So that is a lot of carbs, but again, you're getting the oats here. Protein, 13 grams, right? Yay, protein. Sugar, 16 grams of sugar, and 15 of those are added. And that's just in a 2/3 cup serving. So kind of like a normal serving size you would put on top of your yogurt or eat with some milk. You're getting 16 grams of added sugar. Like we just shouldn't have added sugar most days, right? If you're gonna have a treat or something now and then, fine. But if this is part of your daily nutrition, just cutting this out alone can make such a huge difference in your health and your weight, because that much added sugar every day adds up. The most we should have is like 24 grams. So this one is definitely one we're gonna wanna cut out. And when you start to look at the ingredients, you're like, ugh, I don't know, canola and or sunflower oil. There's that and or again. Soy lecithin, I always try to avoid that. Natural flavor, added some preservative for freshness. No, we don't like this. There's nothing great about it. Yes, it has protein, but at the end of the day, that protein cannot outdo the added sugars and some of those ingredients and lack thereof clarity on ingredients. So when you want to do a granola one, you can make them. I have recipes in my Guiltless Nutrition Guide for so many healthy alternatives and swaps, including granola. So I'll link all my guides down below. You should definitely check those out. But this one has no added sugar. So if you're trying to grab something off the shelf, that is what you want to look for. When it comes to a granola, don't worry if it says it has low fat or if it has added protein, look for the sugar. So no added sugar, it's sweetened with fruit. This is a coconut cashew one, whole grain oats, date powder, coconut, and cashews. Very simple ingredients. You can see those on the back. It uses coconut oil and some sunflower oil, but we know that it's using exactly those oils. There's no question about it. And then 330 calories, so we have the cashews in there. So you're getting some more fat, but you're also gonna get a little more protein from the cashews itself, more whole foods. You have 18 grams of fat, again, cashews. Carbohydrates are less, 36. And total sugar, 7 grams, but 0 grams of added sugar. So I told you in my video last week, I'm less stressed about real sugar that's coming from fruits or things I'm eating. I focus on added sugar. This one has 0 grams. So if you're gonna enjoy granola, do one that has no added sugar. Pay attention to that. That is going to make a huge difference in your snacking. This is gonna be a weird one to taste test, but we'll give it a try. Okay, we're just gonna like take a pinch. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing exciting about it, but it's fine. I'd say they're about the same. Like, neither one necessarily tastes super amazing. They just taste like kind of basic granola, but I guess that's why you add it on to stuff for the crunch. This one maybe has a little bit more flavor because of the coconut. At the end of the day, like for like, basically always go with the one with less sugar. All right, so those are the 5 most common junk food snacks. And I'm so happy that they ended up actually tasting better. So hopefully you now have like something super easy to grab next time you need one of these. But I wanna go through those totals on the good and bad side just to show you how much better these really are for you. So I tallied everything up. You guys see it up there. On the bad snacks, calories, 1,010. Again, we're not focused on the calories so much here. Fat, 44.5 grams. Carbs, 126 grams. Protein, 21.5. So not bad across all the snacks, but sugar, 42 grams of added sugars in those bad snacks. That will add up over time. Compared to the good snacks, 140 calories, 62 grams of fat, carbs, 98, the protein, 26, so higher protein across all the snacks, and get this, like this is the crazy one. Only 15 grams of sugar and none of it's added sugar. 15 grams of sugar that's coming from real foods so you can actually feel good about them. That alone is going to make a huge difference in your nutrition, your waistline, and how you feel every single day. So here's what I'll say. If you're actually trying to eat healthier, if you are really trying to lose weight for good, none of these should be a part of your daily food. Like, you shouldn't be eating any of these on the regular, but when you do want some potato chips or you want an ice cream sandwich, these are going to be better options to grab, and you can feel much better about what you're putting in your body when you want to indulge a little bit. I hope you girls love this video. If you found it helpful, sweat the thumbs up and comment down below if you want me to do more swap videos, and tell me exactly what foods you want me to find healthier swaps for. I love you all so much, and don't forget, good things come to those who sweat, so I'll see you next week. Bye.